We all know MrBeast is a highly generous YouTuber, but still there's a significant number of people who are either fired from MrBeast's crew publicly or just stopped showing up in the video suddenly. Here's a list of 9 people who have worked with MrBeast but didn't end on good terms. Leading the list, we have Matt Turner, one of the most controversial people working for MrBeast, tracing back to the time of hiring. He was hired as an editor in 2018. However, not after very long, he came up with a video on his channel which elaborated on why he stopped working with MrBeast. Matt started the video by praising MrBeast and didn't talk about the reason why he left the job, and he even ended the video on a good note and exclaimed that he loved MrBeast.
If you're watching this, MrBeast, I love you, bro.
But things didn't cool down here. After a year, Matt fully opened up about this matter on Twitter, that he was bullied, laughed at, and subjected to mental torture until he worked for MrBeast. His tweet contradicted the video that he uploaded previously. Matt probably thought that this is the way that he would get a lot of sympathy, but things backfired and the people turned out to favor MrBeast, and the best spot they could support MrBeast was in the comment section of that tweet, so people wholeheartedly spoke against Matt. However, this wasn't the only attempt to expose, defame, or ruin MrBeast's reputation. There are several more on the way. In the same year, 2018, another guy popped up with a video titled, "My Experience Editing for MrBeast, Worst Week of My Life." Throughout the video, Fly seemed foolish, making up a story of his own just to gain some views. The points highlighted appeared useless and exceptionally planned to an extent where no one would believe them unless they already hated MrBeast. Fly also came up with specific accusations that would seriously offend MrBeast, like calling his videos fake because he couldn't show up to one of his videos.
When you make a YouTube video for your channel, you should, you dude, you know what I'm saying?
Before taking any significant step, MrBeast tweeted defending himself and telling Fly to ask the streamers and many other people who became part of this video if he is fake. This video seriously offended MrBeast, and he then himself appeared on the Drama Alert channel and gave clarifications of almost all the things Fly spoke.
I paid for his plane ticket, his Uber, his hotel for a week, his Uber, and his plane ticket, which he made a 25-minute quote-unquote exposing video on me, but doesn't mention that I spent thousands of dollars getting him here. It's paid him $750 for like 5 days worth of work, which is really good pay. Doesn't mention any of this.
Jake wasn't among those who attempted to harm MrBeast in any possible way. However, in this case, the scenario was very different. Jake the Viking started to work for MrBeast around the end of 2018, and the content of MrBeast's videos was pretty much physical at the time, like breaking, running, chasing, and all such things were a significant part of the video, matching the strength of Jake, as he appears to be a big guy.
Dude, Jake is so strong.
I see some smoke.
In the year 2020, during the pandemic, the niche of videos changed and no longer included the physical and sporty things, so the screen time of Jake in MrBeast's video started to decrease. He then posted a video on his channel and said that there was nothing personal between him and MrBeast's crew. He just wanted to end his journey from there and start a new trip where he was his own boss.
Well, I'd already told him multiple times, what I wanted to do was kind of be my own boss, do my own thing. I like streaming. I like being able to get in front of the camera and entertain people.
Ty was picked up as a random guy during the shooting of another MrBeast video, and he was made a part of just one video. However, upon people's demand, Ty was brought back on a few more videos until he completely disappeared.
Hey, come here. You gonna come sit in a pool of cereal for 10K?
10,000?
Come on, just get in. Just get in.
A few people claim that Ty was a crew member, but usually functioned behind the camera, while some say he was just a random guy who managed to get attention for 5 to 7 more videos. The quitting story of Tyler is one of the most mysterious. Tyler had been working alongside MrBeast since MrBeast had only 18,000 subscribers. Tyler had enough of the footage in so many videos of MrBeast until one video when MrBeast jokingly on camera fired Tyler for the crew, which was obviously a joke, but this probably turned out in a reduced appearance of Tyler.
Get out of here! He suggested we charge money for the food. What? Get out of here!
However, if we still see the Instagram of Tyler, it still mentions MrBeast's director, which somehow reveals that he's still working for him off the camera. Garrett's case was very much similar to Tyler's after being introduced to the channel in May of 2018. While he was an active member of the crew, a video uploaded on MrBeast's channel showed that they had to cut Garrett's car into 2 halves. After this incident, Garrett appeared less in MrBeast's videos, and he worked with MrBeast's brother as well sometime, but disappeared from there as well. Moreover, Garrett hasn't posted on TikTok about the crew in over 2 years, and he claims to be studying at a university that is significantly away from where MrBeast lives. It is still believed that Garrett works for MrBeast's crew but remains behind the scene. Next is Jake Weddle. He had been among the most on-screen appearing guys in MrBeast's videos. After working alongside MrBeast for some time, Jake disappeared from videos and put up a video on his own channel titled Why I Left MrBeast. In this video, he clearly explained why he left the crew of MrBeast. He said that it was a pleasure working for him, but he soon started to lose passion in what he did. He further added that he wanted to pursue stand-up comedy under his name, therefore he took this decision.
I found myself kind of, I guess, losing passion for what I was doing, and I found myself getting stressed out. There was so many things I wanted to do as a stand-up and as a creative from that angle.
Many of you already know Sneako as he is a famous YouTuber now. However, a few years back he was not this famous, but his editing skills and content were still very meaningful. Probably this is one of the reasons MrBeast invited him to the crew. Sneako first appeared in a video that featured a Lego built car.
Ready to go? 2, 1, go!
But as things went on, Sneako uploaded a video on his channel titled The Most Important Lesson I Learned Working for MrBeast. Unlike others, Sneako maintained a level of respect for MrBeast even though he was no more working for him.
I started working for MrBeast 2 years ago. It didn't last long because I got caught up with my ego. I was working for a guy that used to be my fan, and this was during a time when I wasn't uploading on YouTube at all.
Now we have Marcus. Marcus's exit was not at all peaceful from MrBeast's crew because this also means he made every single possible attempt to ruin and harm the reputation of MrBeast. Marcus was introduced to the channel in 2019 and the audience immediately started liking him. Hence, he appeared in every video until the Christmas video that he came out in the same year. After the Christmas video, Marcus disappeared.
Got a truck full of toys. Let's go get them now.
And guess what? Marcus did the same. He had truckloads of toys and he gave them away to multiple hospitals.
Upon being asked on TikTok about his return to MrBeast videos, he said, "Ask him." Later in August of 2020, Marcus was officially removed from the MrBeast team. This leads to Marcus posting several Instagram stories making attempts to defame and harm MrBeast's image.
I got all these brothers with me, so I'm gonna destroy you, bruh. I'm gonna destroy you eternally. For a long ass time, you gonna feel this.
Even after so many tries, the only person that seemed to be an idiot was Marcus himself. A piece of news later spread that Marcus was fired due to his drug addiction, but there is no proper evidence supporting this view. In a podcast, MrBeast himself said that when the pandemic broke out, the revenue decreased massively and Marcus was fired to save money and wages in a tough economic time. Marcus still maintains a good fan following on TikTok, but is not an active user apparently.